Welcome to Win Funnel. I'm Dave DePortugal, and we are very proud to have two-time champion,
Two times.
Jim Kaehny here. Retirement, how's it suiting you?
It's great. It's great. I love the behind-the-scenes stuff. I love the control center. I love watching everybody enjoy themselves. It's nice. It's a nice change.
So you get to be here. You're at every race. You don't have to deal with the pressure.
That's right. Don't have to deal with the press.
Until now.
Until now.
You've ducked us so far.
Right.
But here you are on Win Funnel, and we're happy to have you. Now, of course, we've had several questions emailed to us. Don't forget to send those questions to winfunnel@msn.com, and you can ask your favorite driver or former driver a question.
All right.
Are you sure you're not feeling the need for speed at all?
Not at all. I'm racing boats actually on
boats.
on my spare time. Racing boats. Yeah.
Where do you race boats?
All around. There's a little circuit we go on. I've got a 58 Century Thunderbolt that I race.
Terrific.
It's fun.
All right, on the water.
On the water.
A new field.
On the water.
Well, let's check out some of these questions that we've had sent in to you. First of all, Jim, it says, we've heard from Mob and Riller that you may have been bitten by the racing bug again. So this driver is alluding back to driving. How about a run at the 500? And what teams would you be willing to run for? Or would it be a self-funded attempt? Is this rumor true? That's from Rick and Racine. Thanks, Rick.
I have considered entering the 500. It'd be self-funded. Self-funded.
Really? Your wife would be okay with that? We know that last year, there was some
funding
funding
trouble
issues.
with the shoes.
Yes.
I'm still trying to buy back the shoes that I pawned off. I got half of them back.
Where do you go to buy back pawned shoes?
She's got places. She's got me going everywhere for them.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's something I'm considering, but nothing's definite.
All right. Well, it is here at the home track, so
that's right.
It wouldn't be too far a drive for you. One more question here. Did anyone ever tell you that you and Phil Cianciolo look like brothers? Only I think the hair is a little better than yours. His is a little better than yours.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. Mine's looking pretty good.
Look at that hair.
Actually, funny story. Phil and I, we go out with the wives.
Sure.
And Debbie and Sandy are sisters. And
so
we go out, and everyone asks Phil and I if we're brothers. All the time. And we say, no, but they're sisters. And they go, really? You sure you're not brothers?
Maybe it's a lot of time spent together.
I think it's the hair.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It could be the hair.
Two cool-looking guys, good hair.
Absolutely.
Got to be brothers.
By the way, that question's from Pat Topchevsky in
Thanks,
Cudahy.
Pat. Love Cudahy.
We love Cudahy.
Yep, love
On
Cudahy.
the funnel, there's no better place than Cudahy. We've seen you behind the scenes. Explain exactly what it is that you do in the control center.
I'm running race control. I'm learning how to run race control. Tom's my mentor right now.
Tom Speart is the genius behind the timing and scoring of HO Champion.
And actually, all around, it's a good thing for the series and for Tom. So.
And we get to have you here at every race.
And I'm here at every race with some of the greatest guys in the world, I tell you, and girls.
This last question comes to us from Richard Zhang, Marketing Director of King Yield Camping Products. He said, to whom it may concern, we have learned from the internet that you are interested in tents. Actual email sent to windfunnel@msn.com. What's your interest in tents that I'm not aware of?
We had talked about a tent for our Milwaukee Mile outside.
Maybe that's it.
And we do go on the road once in a while and give demonstrations. And,
all the way from Xiamen, China.
A tent would be great. China makes good tents, I hear.
Absolutely. And so we're international now here on the funnel.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, Jim, thanks so much for being here on Win Funnel.
It's been great.
3898.
Hey!
Okay, we're at the Model Empire Turkey Trot here on the Southshore Superspeedway on the south side. And man, I tell you, this is going to be an exciting race considering all the controversy we've had in the last few races.
Right, what's all going on in the last 2 weeks, especially with the WisconsinJobs.com team and the PKVHO team. Two teams you rarely think would have a problem with each other. Suddenly can't stand each other. They fought the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then of course you've got those guys. Everybody who's on probation. Even Amy Butler's on probation. She wasn't even here.
She had nothing to do with it, but she got put on probation anyways. It's a turkey trot. Lots of turkeys here, and you know what the best thing of all is? The winner gets a turkey too.
Oh, there it is. Oh man. Oh, look at. Oh, that is a tough turkey. That is a big one right there. It's a butterball. It's a plump and juicy young turkey. There's going to be a lot of turkeys going out tonight. Of course, it's a D slot race too.
That's right. D slot means if you so many times they come off the racetrack, if you go over that limit, you are out. I bet we see this turkey smashed over the head of somebody.
All right, we're going to see DNFs. We're going to see turkey given away, maybe some money given away at the Model Empire Turkey Trot.
It's the starting lineup for the Model Empire Turkey Trot at the Southshore Superspeedway. John Shea, your pole sitter, chance to win $66,000. A pole to win money has never been collected. He's won almost every event he's been in this year. Alongside of him on the front row, Jim Iverson, fastest lap of the night.
Yeah, I know that guy. He's from the south side. I think that's Dan Margetta. And that guy there, I can't remember his name, but I think I know who he is too.
That would be Chris Spears. He's running really strong tonight. Over here in the next row, that's Larry Rotter El Gato. Getting back to form slowly, but he's on his way up. And next to him, that is Andy Spear, a great run here in 6th. And nope, that's not Andy Spear. That's Mike Fitzloff. I don't know my cars. They don't run enough. We're hey, hold on, little B, have a beer.
Oh, I had a couple of beers tonight, a lot of PBRs, and I know that guy right there, that's Economaki. And that guy there, I don't see him too much. He's from the real south side down in Indiana.
That's Tony Perkins. I know him. This is Andy Spear. I think Andy Spear's going to do well tonight for some reason. They told me he was going to run good. Next to him is Amy Butler, the beer drinking diva, Triple X tonight.
Oh, we have some disasters in the back there. I think that's Tom Spear, I think, and that's last week's winner, Mark Walzak. Man, I need some more PBRs.
Mark Walzak way in the back. We needs to drive a pink car. Everybody thinks that car's not pink. That's why it's last. That's your field for the Model Empire Turkey Trot. It's time to go racing. Heat race number 1 for the Model Empire Turkey Trot. Interesting heat races tonight. WIJobs.com team. John Shea in the yellow car. Use your pole sitter. That's Larry Rotter next to him. Ev Kamakawa, John's teammate, in the red and white car in the blue lane. And finally, Jim Iverson, a very strong field. And we're joined on the broadcast by a new individual this year, back from his travels around the world following the F1 circuit. It is Tony Windsor.
Yeah, thank you very much. Look at this racing we're about to have with with some of the top drivers in the first heat race. This is like the fast heat. And there they go. It's a battle between Rotter and Iverson. Iverson has the lead. Shea's in 3rd. Kamakawa in 4th. And Rotter challenging already.
We have a first casualty. First casualty in the heat race. It's Larry Rotter. He looks a little bit confused, Tony. He has been up to 100% lately, but this can't be a good result.
That's right. Some emotion, rare emotion shown by Larry Rotter. Unhappy. He didn't have a very good qualifying run, something that we were sort of disappointed to see. He was distracted by Amy Butler, perhaps his teammate, standing right next to him. But, hey, that's the way it goes. I tell you, Larry Rotter, the 2-time and defending champion. Oh, and he slams the door of the garage.
Well, we're going to try to get a hold of Larry Rotter here. It's kind of hard to get back in the garage. He didn't really want to be talked. Larry, what happened?
Just one of those nights, things happen and no handling tonight, so, well.
I mean, the car looked pretty fast.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't fast at all. I wasn't real happy with the car. And
so what's going on? Are you going to be able to turn this around? We'll go to Bayside next. You like that one?
I like Bayside a lot. We'll do well there. I'm not worried about that one. So.
He's not worried about Bayside. That's the next race. Larry Rotter, the first casualty tonight at Southshore Superspeedway. The second casualty of this heat race has now become John Shea, Tony.
And the chance of $60,000 goes out the window for John Shea. John, you could have spent all that money and pumped it into the South Side economy. What happened?
I don't know. The car fell off the track, I guess. Wasn't my night.
All right. Well, he was a pole sitter. You had a pretty good car. Did the car feel good?
The WIJobs.com car always feels pretty good. I mean, we put it on the pole tonight. We shattered the track record. I predicted it on the WIJobs.com website, of course. And, we just couldn't convert in the heat race. So be it. That's racing.
It's the final minute of the first heat race. Jim Iverson leads. That's Jim in the second red and white car. He leads by just a lap. Ev Kamakawa on the tail end of the lead lap, trying to make that distance up. Both cars are pretty evenly matched here. and they're pretty equal on the D-slot situation, but Iverson right now is trying to hold on in the final minute as Kamakawa begins to streak away. He's got a long way to go to catch up. As time is winding down, there's 30 seconds to go. It's not on Kamakawa's side. Jim Iverson looks like he will win this heat race and advance to the final tonight, the Model Empire Turkey Trot, here at the road course at Southshore Superspeedway. Kamakawa is really turning on the jets, though. It's a half a lap lead, but oh, a big crash, a huge crash for Ev Kamakawa. That's going to do it. It looks like Jim Iverson will win this race. You saw it right through here in turn 1 and 2. He cleared the parking lot, and that means Jim Iverson will win as the lights dim in his honor.
Ready for Heat 2 here in the Model Empire Turkey Trot. Inside you've got Tom Spirit, Amy Butler, Andy Spirit, and Tony the Pervert Perkins has been called by Amy Butler. And they're off early lead. It's going to be Tony Perkins leading the first lap.
With Perkins out front here, all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana, it's the time everybody's been waiting for here at the Speedway. It's time to switch. Everybody find that button on your TV remote. That's right, it's the South Side channel. You'll find it at SSAP, South Side Secondary Audio Programming. Here we go, Jerry and Stosh.
Hey, this is Jerry from Cudahy. I'm down here again with my buddy Stosh. And hey, Stosh, they hooked us up with pit passes this year.
Yeah, how about that there, Jerry? You can actually go in and take a look. You know, we can get within about 50 feet of the cars. And you know, I got to say that some of them drivers, they need to work on that. They need to work on some of them odors because, you know, they smell worse than the Laddish plant, you know, when they get out of the cars.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Laddish, mid-August, about 100 degrees outside.
Hey, in all respect to them iron workers, you know, hey, you know, they ain't the most fragrant people. Hey, I got something that I got to ask you about. Now, last year, for those of you viewers, you may remember we talked about the untimely passing of the Crusher.
God rest the Crusher's soul. He's a great man.
Yeah, I got a story about that. Because Jerry, you know me. I'm a butch guy, you know. Okay.
Yeah, verifiable man's man.
Exactly. So you know, the Crusher, he comes up to me one time, and I got a chance to meet him, and he says he's got, you know, his big cigar there.
Yeah, he's got the stogie.
Exactly,
because he's dancing with the dollies and he's got the stogie.
Exactly. Now, there's one thing that you don't do with another man. You don't smoke another man's cigar, you know. But he's the Crusher. The Crusher comes to me. He said, genuine Cuban, you turkey neck. Take a puff off of this, because I was smoking one of them Swisher Sweets, you know. And he must have thought that was too sissy.
That was a sissy cigar that you had.
So the Crusher hands me his cigar, right? And it's all gummy and things on the end.
But it's the Crusher cigar. Like you're not going to take a shot with the Crusher cigar.
Exactly. What was I supposed to do? You know. I took a nice puff on the cigar, and I said, "Thanks, Crusher. It's really good." And he was right. I haven't had any of them Swisher Sweets and them turkey neck stogies since.
And that probably had nothing to do with that lung cancer that you just picked up.
Yeah, nothing at all, because you don't really inhale. You kind of leave it in your mouth to smoke. That is.
Right.
So you just kind of get that oral cancer kind of stuff.
Yeah, you got to do the Clinton thing where you don't inhale.
Yeah, it's right. And then you got to don't inhale, and you don't have sexual relations with that the Monica lady.
Yeah, girls in blue dresses.
Or in berets.
Exactly.
Especially when they're about as big as the heifers down at the old Embers meat plant there.
I tell you what, we're going to kick it back upstairs to the guys in the glass boxes up there. We're going to take a walk down the Packard Plaza pit lane and see what we can come up with.
Spirit leads over Tony Perkins, but it's just a little bit, not much of a lead, just a distance on the track. Andy Spirit's third, Amy Butler fourth, but here comes Tony Perkins back to take the lead. Tony Perkins takes the lead. Perkins leads from Indiana, looking to make the final. He's got to be smooth. He still hasn't come off. It's a D-slot race. Tom Spirit has one D-slot. We are approaching the halfway point. A very, very competitive heat race here in the second race. The leader, Tom Spirit, was leading this race. He just crashed out. Amy Butler is now in front. Amy and Tony are fighting it out for the lead. It's a very interesting race. I'm here with Tom Spirit. Tom, man, you had it in your hand. What happened?
Amy or Andy?
You know, I had one of these great mushroom burgers that they have up in the concession stand. I just ate too much. I was bloated. I had a hard time fitting into the car, and I couldn't turn the wheel very well. It was rubbing up against my gut, and what can I say? No more mushroom burgers for me. That's it.
A tough evening for Tom Spirit, but he had good food. But now Andy Spirit is leading. It's Andy Spirit, Amy Butler, and Tony Perkins in a dogfight for the win here in the second heat race at the very crowded Southshore Superspeedway. One of these drivers will make the final. He's made one. No, we have a crash! It just went over the wall! That was Tony Perkins right before halfway. Tony Perkins, just before the halfway point, he crashed out all the way from Indianapolis. He can't believe it. He was running so well. The longest losing streak in sports almost ended here tonight, but it continues on. We'll try to get him. Tony, he's coming to the camera.
Wait a minute.
Oh, he's going to get consoled. Oh, it's kind of a... All right. We're going to come back and try to get a word of here. Tony, what happened?
I don't know. I mean, we heard on the radio that there was like a 10 seconds left, so we just gunned it down the front straightaway, and we thought for sure, thank you very much.
Did you do that on purpose?
Well, just to get the hug, sure, of course. I don't get to come to these races that often. Andy is in the Final Four. Andy Spirit, his second Final Four in his HO Champ Car career. The first one came at Chicago. Okay, you're looking at Mark Walczak, one of the four combatants in this final heat race, along with Dan Margetta. And on the other side of the table, it is Mike Fitzloff and Chris Spirit.
Doesn't matter, Mark, you're super fast anyway. Everyone's on the same lap except Chris went out. We don't have video here. Yeah, that's a bike ride. A long way to go. That's one.
And a real development in the race right now. This is Dan Margetta's car for a stop and go. He went off the track, collected one D slot, and has to serve a stop and go, and that gives Mike Fitzloff the lead of the race. Oh, and you're looking at Mike Fitzloff. He is out of the race. He D-slotted just a minute ago. There's his car right there in the pit lane. It was a lane jump, actually, and of course it also counts as a D-slot. Mike Fitzloff is out. Dan Margetta continues to race on, and it looks like he's on his way to the Final Four. But Dan has one D-slot against him, and there are two other cars still in the race. Okay, so now we're hearing that Dan Margetta may not make the final. He may not put down enough laps. We're going to have to see what the record looks like. Okay, the race is over. Mark Walczak has won this race. Did Dan Margetta make it? Ev Kamakawa has made the Final Four on the account of total laps in his heat race. Oddly enough, he made the most laps, more than Dan Margetta did. So it's heartbreak for the Southsiders. John Shea DNF'd. Dan Margetta failed to break the transfer by only about a lap. Man, how does it feel being back in the finals?
It feels really great, man. Missed the last couple Thursdays, and maybe that little rest did me some good. But I'm in the final race for the season, so that's good.
All right, he's going to race with the big.
He's happy with me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Hi, Kitty Bo Peep here with Mark Walczak. Mark, after having been called for a D-slot that may or may not have happened, you were all upset, and here you won the heat race. What?
Luck. Mike Fitzloff throwing it off early, and then Dan stop and go is what got me in there. As for the questionable D-slot, I'm not going to answer that right now.
Now, have you thought about any anger management class? Hi, Kitty Bo Peep here with Ev Kamakawa. Ev!
Kitty, how you doing?
Oh, it's so good to see you at Tape. Oh, Ev.
You saw the movie Tape Heads, didn't you?
No.
Oh, well, then this joke is lost on you.
Yeah, pretty much. I love your tape, though. That's a very nice color.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
Are you optimistic in this race? I mean, this is so exciting. It's so good to see you in a final.
Thank you. The WisconsinJobs.com car is running great, and I am happy to be in the final, and thank you very much, Model Empire, for sponsoring tonight's race.
Oh, Model Empire. They're awesome. You have to go there if you haven't been there.
Are.
Very fun place to go to.
Have you tried the cocktails there?
Oh, has Kitty tried the cocktails? You're talking to Kitty. Kitty tries cocktails.
Silly question. I should have known.
I don't know what you're thinking. Well, you know what, F? I think you should dedicate this race to your cute little boy hero.
You know, if I win, I will do that. But WisconsinJobs.com crew has given me a good car, and we will absolutely, every race I race for my son. And also, I have to give a shout out to Charlie, Ned Wicker's poor demised kitty. And so this race is for Charlie, too.
Jim, you're in the final. You're the veteran. A lot of people think you're going to win this.
I sure hope they're right, but my teammate's brutally fast. He won it last year.
A week ago, you guys are getting pummeled by the WisconsinJobs.com team. They're not around in the final.
Now we're pummeling
them,
right?
Are you worried about them interfering in this match?
There is a Wisconsin, John. Ev's in the final. Yeah, I got to watch out for him.
You're up 2-1.
Yeah, I know. We should be able to take it.
Okay, the final race is underway here for the Model Empire Turkey Trot. The intense look of Mark Walczak. He is up by 2 laps in this race right now, and I tell you, he looks like he's going to have things all his way in the first half of the heat race.
Tony Windsor, let me ask you a question. Exactly how many colors are there to choose from?
How many colors are there to choose from?
How many colors are there to choose from? And why do we have this seemingly stale assortment of red and white cars here tonight?
Yikes! I think this actually reflects what's happening in Champ Car for real right now. I mean, well, this is for real too, but still, I think that Mark Walczak could have really set a new standard by racing the number 20 Warriors in pink car that Cat Legg did a few weeks back.
And really, if the team is so hung up on having a red and white car, isn't pink a shade of red at the end of the day?
That's right. Exactly right. Not only is pink a shade of red, but it could be the winning shade tonight.
All right, we're coming up on pit stops here. Walczak's going to be the first one in. And he overshot it. Typical rookie move. Overshoots it. And we got the clock on him. Everything's going pretty smooth right now. Changing tires, adjusting the wicker bill. Crew is almost done. They're admiring the red and white paint job, just like every other car in the field here tonight. Ooh, cool. And he's ready to go, and away he goes. That's it, 15 seconds flat for that car. And here comes his teammate Jim Iverson, and he is in. Very smooth once again. Slight front wing adjustment here. They're going to give a little wipe to the visor. Jim complaining vehemently that the visor was not clean earlier. And once again, the red and white car is done, and he's away. And Economaki comes to the pit lane, the Packard Plaza pit lane. Of course, the home of such great stores as JCPenney's and Warehouse Shoes and Walgreens. And with that, the pit stop is done, and he is away. It's 15 seconds for that car as well. And here's Andy Spirit, the blue car. The blue car is in the pit right here. Very slight adjustment. He's running fourth. No need to overdo things. Just want to get the car to the finish here. Everything looks good. They tidy up the pit a bit, and away he goes. There he goes. 15 seconds on that stop as well. Ironically, identical 15-second pit times across the board.
How about that?
Could never do that again.
And this track has a very short history. However, if you look back at the history of this event, when it was back at the old Inside Edge, that track ran the other direction to this one, Tony.
That's exactly right. That Inside Edge was absolutely diabolical. In fact, I think they had like 3 or 4 different things. Oh, one of the fans just said the track sucked, and I think that's also true.
Well, that's what I would expect from a race being held in St. Francis, Wisconsin. I would expect a heckler to come up behind me with a beer in his hand and say the track sucks.
Well, look at this. They're just side by side all the way around the track. Oh, and already Mark Walczak had a problem, and he's got a stop and go penalty.
Oh, that'll just kill his race. This will kill his race.
All right, 3 D slots against Mark Walczak. All right, counting it down now. 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6. The Gray Fox. Election day was a few days ago. There's no need for a recount tonight. Jim Iverson is the winner.
Hi, Kitty Bo Peep here with Dan Margetta, who's going to present the winning turkey.
That's right, courtesy of Model Empire. Alex at Model Empire came up with a turkey for the winner of the Turkey Trot, Jim Iverson.
Hey,
this is to
you guys. You suck. You turkey.
No, hey. Save the turkey! Save the turkey!
Dan, why didn't you get the security around here?
We'd like to thank the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Yellow Shirts for providing security tonight, and they came ahead.
You guys gotta go. You gotta go.
Hey, we're going to dominate the next race. Dwayne Sweeney, Memorial Grand Prix at Bayside.